2016. This is our second session for the day. So here we have first word Mr. Arul Das, the National Technical Manager at Fresenius Medical Care, is currently leading a technical team of 80 staff across various locations in India. Mr. Arul Das began his career as a field engineer in SSP Medical Technologies, followed by which he was associated with Trivitron Healthcare Private Limited as Deputy General Manager. After 10 years of service at Trivitron, Mr. Arul Das joined Fresenius Medical Care in the year 2009. He has a proven track record of developing procedures, service standards, operational policies, planning and implementing effective measures to maintain unstinted customer support. Mr. Arul Das is an expert in market development, medical devices, healthcare, medical imaging, product development. So, with a huge round of applause, I would like to welcome Mr. Arul Das onto the dais.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I know it will be very difficult after a nice lunch hearing a lecture session. So, at the outset, I thank you very much for SRM University Management, Dr. Anburajan, Vinita, all the organizing team to giving me this wonderful opportunity. This is just a small talk about how the Indian healthcare industry. Actually, Dr. Charan has already covered almost all the part of it. So, however, I will just share whatever I know a little bit. And it has been a great pleasure to see that there are many biomedical engineers are opting for this course, biomedical engineering course. When I completed my study, it was very less colleges offering these courses. And also in the government also there is no biomedical engineering department is available. Now almost all the government hospitals, the biomedical engineers are posted, even the district hospital levels. So when we look at the scope of biomedical engineering, we have to see what is the healthcare industry at present and future, because biomedical is part of the healthcare industry. So, healthcare industry is become one of the largest sectors both in terms of revenue and employment. Healthcare comprises of hospitals, diagnostic centers and clinical trials, outsourcing, telemedicine, medical tourism, medical devices, etc. The Indian healthcare sector is growing at the faster pace due to its strengthening its coverage, services and increasing expenditure by public as well as the private payers. So when we look at the market size, Dr. Charan has already given one slide. The overall market size at present is around 100 million US dollar. So 1 billion is around 100 crores. So today's scenario, $1 is around 67 rupees. You can just multiply what is the size of Indian healthcare industry at present. But this 100 billion US dollar is expected to grow by 280 billion US dollar by 2020, another 4 years. So that means there are ample opportunities for this field for complete healthcare industries. Also, the compounded annual growth rate is around 23%. It will grow by 2020. Yes, significant scope of enhancing healthcare services, considering that the healthcare spending is rising slowly and gradually. Rural India, which accounts for more than 70% of the population, is said to emerge as a potential demand source. Actually, India requires nearly 6 to 7 lakhs beds in another 4 to 5 years. The Indian medical tourism industry is right now it is around $3 billion US, and it is expected to grow by double in 2020. So we can see even in Chennai also many of the hospitals many patients are coming from outside the country and then getting treated, and the medical tourism is growing like anything. Right now the medical tourism is nearly 230,000 patients are coming every year to India. So this will also go somewhere around double, nearly 5 lakhs patients in another 4 to 5 years. And the hospitals also, they are improving their quality standards by going for NABH accreditation and JCI accreditation, making sure that they should provide the healthcare in the international standards. So each and every corporate hospital, even all the hospitals, they are going for NABH and also going for JCI accreditation. And now the population also, they are very much conscious about their health. So they are also ready to spend to take care of their health. So the spending is also growing from the general public. The awareness is also growing slowly. Apart from the initiatives taken by private sectors, there are a lot of initiatives have been taken from government sectors. There is a national insurance program, national dialysis program, and so many health programs are launched. And also there are the government is attracting many foreign direct investments to healthcare industry. And also the government is tying up with many of the multinational companies or other service providers for public-private partnership to provide the healthcare, particularly dialysis, biomedical services, and many other services are running under public and private partnership. Few years ago, there is no post in government hospital as a biomedical engineer. Now the government also started appointing biomedical engineers. So in the government side also there is a scope, and also there is a lot of scope in entrepreneurship. You can also start your own company, either trading or research and development or developing a new product, and also many other opportunities are there. So apart from that, there is also a lot of opportunities available overseas, and many of my colleagues who have worked with me, they are right now in abroad, many of them in Gulf countries, Singapore and Malaysia, some of them in US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. So there are ample opportunities for this course, there is no doubt on it. So India is a land of opportunities for the players in the medical devices industry. The country has also become one of the leading destinations for high-end diagnostic devices and tremendous capital investment for advanced diagnostics facilities. It is also catering to greater proportion of the population. There are many multinational companies opening up their manufacturing facilities here in India, and research and development facilities are set up in India because the ready-made skilled manpower and qualified manpower is available readily. There is more technical manpower needed to provide service support for medical devices installed various hospitals diagnostic centers. So right now in Fresenius Medical Care, we have more than 130 engineers working all around India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So we have around more than 15,000 installations, and it is steadily growing by nearly 4,000 equipments per year. So that means there are ample opportunity for the medical devices service, and also there are also in manufacturing and research and development, there are many places the opportunities are available. By looking at the growth opportunities, the country, there are ample opportunities available for biomedical engineering. Apart from opportunities, there is also overseas opportunities. So, in Fresenius Medical Care, where I belong to, is also one of the multinational company. It is completely focused in renal care products, particularly the dialysis machines and dialysis products. And one of the leader in the industry, the renal industry, renal space. And Fresenius also into running a dialysis center. Fresenius is serving nearly 300,000 patients worldwide with 3,400 clinics. And Fresenius is also involved in getting the innovative products, like we have very high-end dialysis machines available, high technology, and all those things. And in the end, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I wish all the students for the best for their future and career opportunities. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a very informative speech. I'd like to call upon Dr. Shivanandam, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Department, SRM University, to give away the memento to Mr. Arul Das.
Audio Jungle.